friends, welcome. My name is Charlie. This is Charlie Shaw Guitar. We're talking about what it means to find, to develop, and to use your personal voice as a guitar player. In this video, what I want to do is define what it is that I mean when I speak about having a personal guitar voice, and give you three things about your personal guitar voice knowing these things and embracing these things will help you to locate your voice, develop your voice, and use your voice with confidence in the most wonderful way. I think that musicians who have taken the time to locate their personal voice, to develop it, to learn how to use it, I think those are the musicians that we remember, that stand out, that impact us. Your voice as a guitarist is incredibly important. I don't just want to play music on this. I want to do more than that. I want to speak with this. I want to go from playing to speaking. Just like our speaking voice. We carry, I have thoughts, I have ideas, I have emotions, and I put these together into words, and these words are carried on my voice to the ears of listeners, and listeners can interpret the meaning of words. They can watch my body language, but the middle piece is hearing the way that my voice sounds when I speak. That gives power to the message. It makes it personal. The way that we use our inflection, the way that you can recognize someone. Somebody can call you on the phone, somebody you haven't seen in years, and you're not even looking at them. They call you on the phone, you say hello, and they start talking, and you know who it is, and immediately have, if it's an old friend, you're so glad they called. If it's somebody, not an old friend, maybe an enemy, you start feeling those enemy feelings. Voices are powerful. So, what is your voice? Can we define it? And three things about it that will help us to locate it, to develop it, and to use it to the best of our ability. So, number one. Well, first, defining your voice. What is your personal guitar voice? Well, I think that your personal guitar voice is the thing that makes you uniquely yourself when you play guitar. It's the constant. It's the thing that stays with you. The thing that makes you uniquely yourself as a guitar player. Or maybe we can say the thing that look, you are uniquely yourself, but the mark of who you are when you play. So there's this video by Tim Lurch, amazing guitar player, amazing educator, incredible musician. There's a video, I'll link it in the description and put a link here. He's talking about this same idea, and he speaks about it more as like your personal guitar sound. And he uses these metaphors that are really powerful. He speaks about your personal voice, your personal sound, as your signature, like when you sign a check or you sign a contract or something like that. Your signature is yours, and everybody's is different. That's cool. He speaks about it like a fingerprint. Everybody has fingerprints, and all of our fingerprints are different, and we can use fingerprints to identify somebody. That's the thing. It's the thing that makes you uniquely you. Now, three things about it. Number one, it's unique. No two fingerprints are the same. No two signatures. Well, maybe they can get really close. All metaphors aren't perfect. But no two voices are exactly the same. That's why we have voice recognition technology. That's why you have people who are experts in voice recognition. Now, you can impersonate somebody, just like we can with our physical speaking voices, but when you get down to the granular science of it, no two voices are exactly the same. And that's true about your guitar playing. The thing that makes you uniquely you as a guitar player is your uniqueness, and that comes out. So, no two players are exactly alike. I learned this. You know, people talk about this, how you can get two guitar players to sit down and play the exact same guitar through the exact same pedals and amplifier in the exact same room. and play the exact same notes and sound completely different. That's true. For me, the time when this hit home, years and years ago, this was probably 2004, 2005. I was playing guitar with a songwriter named Drew Holcomb, who is incredible, by the way. You should look up his music. I'll put a link. Drew's amazing. I got to play with Drew early on in his career and early on in mine. And we had done some recording together, and I don't think any of that made it to his records that are out. This was a long time ago. But I had done some recording with him, and this other guitar player named Nathan Duggar had done some recording with him. Now, Nathan Duggar went on to become the longtime guitar player in Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. Nathan, if you're watching, Drew, if you're watching, hey guys, good to see you. So me and Nathan had both done some recording with Drew, and I remember being at Drew's house, and he brought up a particular song, and I said something like, oh, no, I didn't play on that one. Nathan played on it. And he goes, no, you played on it. And he started kind of playing the song, and I was like, dude, I don't remember this. Nathan definitely played on this. I don't remember this song at all. And he goes, no, listen. And he reached over and he turned up the computer where we were listening to the music to this guitar part. And the guitar part came, and instantly I knew that I'm the one who played it. Because it sounded like me. It was uniquely me playing guitar. And I went, that is me. And he laughed because he was like, yeah, man, Nathan doesn't sound like that. You sound like that. And it's amazing. And you can go back and listen to Nathan's parts, and it definitely doesn't sound like me. Everybody sounds different. In that moment, that's when it really hit home for me. And I think about that when I think about this idea. So everybody's guitar voice is unique. Now, here's the second thing. Your guitar voice is natural. It's unique and it's natural. You can't create it. You were born with it. Just like everybody's speaking voice, if not everybody's able to speak with words, but most of us are, and your speaking voice is natural. It's not something that one day you went out and shopped for. It's not something one day that you sat down and designed for yourself. It's something that you were given, something you inherited. It's the result of your unique physical makeup. It's the result of the way your body is put together, the way your brain works, the way you breathe in and breathe out air, the way your vocal cords work, the way your mouth and your sinuses are shaped. It's natural. So you have it before you ever learn to speak. Now, that's the same with guitar. In that Tim Lurch video that I mentioned, Tim talks about how everybody holds and everybody touches the strings differently. And that rings true. Everybody's hands have different levels of strength. We're all different sizes. When we bend strings, we do it differently because we're different levels of strength. We hear differently. We interpret what we hear differently. People talk about tone being in the hands, and that's so true in a lot of ways. Your voice is natural. Now, this is important because if you're like me, then you love exploring new gear. You love buying gear, learning how to use gear. And very often we buy gear, we pursue and learn about and use new pedals and amps and guitars because we want to sound differently. And that's awesome. And different gear does make you sound differently. But if you sat down and you played 10 different guitars through 10 different pedal boards and 10 different amps and 10 different things, and you recorded, 10-second snippets of each one, and then you put them all back to back on a recording, and then you gave your ears a rest and you walked away and you came back the next day and you played them all and listened to them all, there would be something consistent throughout every single recording that was your unique sonic signature. And that's not just because your voice is unique, your voice is unique because it's natural. So you can't buy a new guitar voice. You can't go get a pedal and change your voice. These things all color or highlight or maybe diminish or hide our voice, but our voice is always there. That's important. So That's why we talk about finding our voice, not creating our voice. We need to locate it. We need to be able to recognize what it sounds like, and then we can develop it from there. We can learn how to draw it out. We can learn how to emphasize it. We can learn how to use it to the best of its ability, our ability. That's awesome. So it's unique, it's natural, and the last thing, and maybe this is the most important, your unique natural guitar voice is beautiful. It is. And this is the most important part, and it's also the hardest part for many of us to come to terms with and accept and believe. Because if you're like me, then you tend to be self-critical. I listen to other guitar players, and I hear other guitar players, especially the good ones, and I think, oh man, if I could just play like that. I wish I sounded like that. I don't sound like that when I play. Or I might listen to other guitar players and go, oh, I'm better than them. And really what that is me, when we get in that rut of always comparing ourselves to other people and sizing up other players, it really just reveals our own insecurities. I get insecure about my guitar playing. However, I believe, and I know we don't always, not all of us believe this, but I believe this very strongly. And I want to invite each of you to consider this as a truth. I think the best thing about us is our humanity. I think that my humanness is incredibly beautiful and special. I think we all see this and feel this at different times in our life. We see it when a baby's born. We see it when we fall in love. We feel it when we lose someone in our life or somebody dies. Humanity is precious. Human relationships are precious because humanity is precious. And your guitar voice is beautiful because it's human. It's part of who you are. And that last thing helps us to understand why it's so important to spend time finding and developing and learning to use our voice. You can become the most technically proficient guitar player you could ever be. But if you don't play in such a way that your humanity comes out, that your playing is actually a vehicle for carrying messages of your thoughts and your feelings and your experiences to other people so they can listen and they can interpret and feel and empathize with these things and be affected by your music in that way, then really you're not doing anything different than what AI can do. The thing that makes us as humans so special is the whole package of who we are as human beings. And that comes out when we play. And the best musicians, the ones that we remember, the ones that we listen to and we are overcome with joy, or we're brought to tears, or we take these experiences with us. I think so many of us, we can remember a concert we went to, a jam we participated in, where the music just was on a different level of amazingness. Behind each of these memorable, impactful musical moments is at least one human being. So your personal voice is when you are showing, your personal voice as a guitar player is the constant in your playing that is uniquely you coming out through this. And it's meant to carry messages of the human experience to other people. It is unique, it is natural, and it is beautiful, and it is worth working to find it, to develop it, and to use it. So that's the thing we're talking about on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched all the way to the end, I am very grateful. Thank you. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you already do, awesome. That's great. Thanks for watching.